And welcome to the stage our MC for tonight, comedian Marcus Davis Sr.
I appreciate y'all. But I need a little bit more love in that. Goddamn it, I just drove 110 miles on $20 worth of gas. But we here to celebrate the birthday boy, Terrence P. Moore.
Hey, TP. This is Brother Stovall. Wishing you a happy birthday and many more. And it's been a pleasure beating you at golf all these years. I know everybody's probably cracking up to hear me saying I beat you. But anyway, I want you to enjoy your birthday. And our relationship has been great. Another good Kappa brother celebrating his birthdays. And we are going to, maybe you might get more than one of these because John and I don't know what the heck we're doing. So I'm going to let him talk on this one too, because you know he knows how to talk. You know that. So I hope you guys got time to listen to it. Have a good one. Here goes Brother John.
Hey, Brother T, what's the good word? Man, when they said 2 minutes, I was beginning to wonder what could I say in 2 minutes. It took longer than that for you to be introduced to a good guy like myself, but we had quite a journey together, T, and I'm very proud of you as an individual. And I think that as you developed and went through the years, that I can recall many things that happened on this journey. But when I think of some of the things that did happen and the rewards or the results of those things was very profitable and favorable to both of us. Our business experience was great. Our real experiences were when I was able to take you out on the golf course, and the lessons that I gave and the example I set, especially when I got that hole in one playing with you and the mayor out there. You're still wondering what happened. Did you get your first one? If not, don't worry about it. We'll continue to play and you will get there. Another part of the journey include when you were able to feel or feed the many. When we went to the Golden Mushroom, I'll never forget when you invited those 20 plus staff members, and boy,
I came too.
And your boss almost went through the ceiling.
Pay for all those dinners.
When he wound up having to pay for a meal for about 20 people. But we did make the sale. And of course, our business experience is, I'll never forget, when we had about 27 of those expensive videos at the warehouse, and I went out there to pick up one when I was supposed to have been picking up 6. But that journey ended there. We invited you to come along and join the trip with us with the Detroit Duffers. We had some great days. My game is not as strong as yours today, but I always remember when I could soften your head. Best of luck, young fella. You won't hit 60 anymore, but happy birthday to you.
Maybe you can shoot 60.
Maybe you'll get down to 60 before it's all over. Have a good evening, buddy.
On the front 9. Goodbye.
Bye now.
Okay.
Hey, TP, this is Marlon Park. Yes, I've hired you twice. I have protected you numerous times, and you still employed as Xerox Corporation. Happy birthday, bro. Take care, have a great day, and be strong. And I hope you can merge my other video with this one here, period. And folks, if you're really looking at this here, and you really know TP, he talks with his hands. And it ain't that he's a hell of a salesperson using the great linguistics. He just started doing all this here, and the customers get confused, and then they just finally say, okay. So he hypnotizes the customers with his hands. So be careful. And you know out there, who's sitting in the audience, you know TP talks to his hands, and he also lick his lips. TP, one more thing too. After hiring you, you broke all my sales records. You became #1 in the country at Xerox Corporation, and you made a whole lot of money. So congratulations, and I hope you can merge this into the other 3 videos I just sent. If not, that's your problem. Take care. Have a great day. Cheerio. Be strong, people.
So I know Benno from my undergraduate years down at IU. He pledged me into Kappa Alpha Psi, and I see all the other noobs that pledged me at that table too went to Kappa Alpha Psi, his Sands and all them. And I wasn't real popular as an undergrad like Benno and Ritter and KB, those guys that pledged me, and they would never let me hang out with them. You know, they was like, "Are you cool?" But you know, we'll go to the basketball court. They will have their 5. If I'm number 6, Bird, you got to get winners. But one thing, and I'm gonna be done. One thing I do remember, we were in the Kappa House, and these guys are sitting at the table. Their administration was full of leadership, full of achievement, and these guys put together a house. We had lost our fraternity house on Pratt Road, and these guys put together a house that led us to get our house back, the Diggs Memorial. And so once those guys are sitting at the table, once those guys showed our national officers that we can handle the house, a couple of years later we got the house back. So they moved out, and then my pledges, my Sands, we moved in. And Benno had bought this, you know how Benno is, he had bought this sports car. It was, I think it was a 2-seater. Yeah. And I had just bought me, he had the 2-seater, the sunroof, the drop down, and you know, he had his little hat and gloves, and he you know, I'm like,
don't roll me out like that.
No, I won't be done in a minute. And so I had just bought me a '76 Caprice Classic. And so Benno come up on Saturday, he come up to the house, and he's talking to us, and then he was like, "Yeah, bro, I just got this Spitfire." I'm like, "Where is that?" We run outside, he rearing it up. He said, "Bro, you should have bought one of these." I was like, "Oh, okay, you know." This was Saturday, right? About 6 o'clock. Sunday morning, I get up and I come down the stairs at the Kappa House. We had a payphone right there, and it was like a community payphone. And I'm just walking by. It's about 6 o'clock in the morning. I answer the phone, and it's Benno. He said, "Hey, Bird, could you come over here and get me a jump, man? My car's stuck over here on campus." Love you, Benno.
First of all, dude, let me you sick out here, baby.
Oh, yeah.
You know this don't none of my shit. Yeah, we know I had one on too. Yeah. Old dude. Yeah. Yeah, my name is John Robin from Gary. And, all right now. GI. And so I first met Benno in 1981. We first interviewed together at Xerox. So I walked in. He was already there naturally. So I walked in, so I was a little short, dark-skinned nigga, you know, looking like Alexander O'Neal and shit. Like, "Hi, what's up?" So, you know, we got to talking. So found out he was new, cute. So, you know, like, we're all good, you know, we was the same folks down at IU. And so we got to talk. He said, like, "What you here for?" I said, "Interviewing for the sales position." I'm like, "What the fuck you here for?" "I'm interviewing for a sales position." Okay. So I got to thinking about it. I'm like, "Well, shit, they only hiring one folks." So we looked at each other. That nigga turned his back on me. He literally turned his back on me. It was for the money. Yeah, it wasn't first, you know. So I turned my back on him. So, you know, we didn't say shit to each other after that. So about 4 hours later, I'm at the crib. So I get a phone call. I answer the phone, it's this nigga. So first I'm like, how the hell did he get my number? You know, so we talking, so he laughing like, hey John, Big John, hey man, they hired me, man, I got the job. So I'm like, well shit, am I supposed to be excited or congratulations or fuck you what? You know? So he started laughing. So he said, yeah man, well they told me they're gonna hire both of us. So I'm still like, okay, am I supposed to get excited? Because how do you know that before I knew? You know? So, but anyway, I got the phone call about an hour later and I got the job.
Yeah, all right.
So we, you know, we started working together and everything. So, you know how competitive he is, right? So we walk around, you know, think I'm looking good. He think he looking good. So one day, you know, he bust out with a new suit. I'm like, fuck it, I got to bust out with a new suit. So he bust out with another new suit, you know, so I get another. So it got so bad. Remember this, they actually called us in the office and told us that we need to tone it down. We had it going on, boy. Sweat, yeah. So I'm like, all right. So next thing I know, this nigga pull up in the Benz.
Yeah.
White Benz with a red top. So I went and bought me one. Bought me all white. You know, so we rolled, had our two Benzes and shit. So
As rookies.
Rookies. So, you know, the thing was, we were boys. So we went to Leesburg, Virginia for training. And so, yeah, I ain't gonna tell this one, baby. So, you know, we was playing ball and stuff. So, you know, I played ball in high school, played ball in college, you know. He thought he played ball in college. So, you know, I'm out there, you know, shooting and shit. And, you know, back in the day, I could jump a little bit, dunking, you know, reversing. So there's a bunch of ladies out there. So I'm trying to show off. So, you know, he's shooting his little layup, you know.
Tell the story right now.
So we got playing, you know, 5-on-5. So I must have had about 4 or 5 dunks in the game. So I got a rebound this one time. So I threw this little outlet pass to Benno. So I'm thinking, you know, he's gonna go down court and shit and lay it up, whatever. So next thing I noticed, I see him trying to get some steps together. You know, like you ready to do something serious. You know, like, shit, I know you ain't gonna try to dunk this shit. Little short ass nigga, you know. So next thing I know, I saw him get his steps and he went up, did one of these numbers. I'm like, oh shit. I moved my hands up, I'm looking. All of a sudden, motherfucker caught the rim. Bottom of the rim. Fell all on the floor and shit. All the ladies got to doing this shit, moving out of the way, you know. But the nigga jumped up cool, looked like Alexander O'Neal, you know. Shit. So I'm like, well, look at you. So now he tell everybody that story, right? But he tell everybody he got the top of the rim. Then he got the bottom of the rim.
Okay, I got to step in now. We in the layup line. John is dunking, reversing, looking cute. I dunk, you know, I get my steps and shit right. I dunk. And so the girls looking at me. So John says to me, that shit don't count. Let's do it again. And
I did say that.
my ego got ahead of myself at the end.
Reality lost.
Yeah, we blowing people out. I'm throwing a cute down.
Right.
We doing this, and he hits me with this perfect pass.
Wow.
And it was the type of fucking
It was
He was blocking me. I came down, and I landed flat on my back.
Slid into the wall.
Slid into the wall.
Ladies was doing this.
Yeah, and I jumped up so fucking cool.
He did.
I still got 2 dates out of
You
here.
did.
That's how you land. Yes, but that is true.
Yeah. But I'm ready off stage here, but just want to tell you, man, you know, you've been my boy for years. I know we don't hang out like we used to.
We all live.
But we still brothers, man, you know.
Yeah, always done.
Yeah. And if I had to go to war,
You gotta laugh. You ain't gotta laugh yet. You gotta laugh. Okay.
I know you know too much.
I ain't gonna go. I'm gonna give you the, you know, like a 1-minute version. Now, I pledged at IU in 1976. Terrence, I mean, I don't know all those other names. I call him Terrence. Got online and was worried. I mean, there was hazing. I mean, college people understand what hazing is. It's when you know, do whatever you want to do to the pledges. So he came over and said, looked at me, was afraid, to look me in the eye. He's walking up to me and he said, is there anything I can do? And I said, all I want you to do is learn your information and be the best guy you can be. This is 1978. Now, 8 years later, my job transferred me from Indianapolis to Detroit. First person I called was Terrence. Terrence came by, picked me up. Maybe it was in that Mercedes. I don't know. He came in, he's rolling, 86. Took me out shopping, told me where to go buy clothes, where not to go, all that. But on a serious note, Terrence Moore has always been a good friend of mine. And I've known all the crazy things about the Benno guy, the Terry guy, all those guys. He never showed those guys to me. Ever. So, stayed in Detroit for 31 years. I just moved back to Indianapolis last year, and I don't think I ever said thank you for the support that he gave me while I was there. So I came here tonight to make sure I could say to Terrence that I was thankful, grateful, and I'm amazed at the guy that he turned out to be.
Oh.
How's everybody doing tonight? Now, when Daryl just told his story about all the hazing and whatnot that went on at IU, I went to IU from 99 to 2003. I didn't pledge. And I wanted to let you know I was sorry for not pledging. But I want to tell you a good story. You ready? Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm Bill's story. I met Benno. That is your name, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I met Benno around 1991, 92, the year you and Pam got married. And he took me under his wing. I was raised by a single mother. She bowled with his mom and his dad at the Summit City Travelers. And that's where I got my exposure to Benno. So in the summer of 93, me, Anthony, and Jason, may his soul rest in peace, we went up to Detroit to hang out with Pam and Benno for the summer. And we got our butts whooped, okay? You got these young high schoolers trying to do their thing, and Benno here was our role model. Unfortunately. He taught us, respect.
Yes.
Don't let no one punk you. We was in Detroit, and I was wearing a Chicago Bulls jersey one day, and we got chased by some dudes. Me and Anthony got chased by some dudes trying to rob us. And Benno said, you better run as fast as you can. You in Detroit. So my mom never let me go back up there after that song. You shouldn't have told her. Rest her, God rest her soul. So I want to just share with you all, before you all go out tonight and have a good time, get up and go to church in the morning, I want to go to the Word. Jeremiah 29, verse 11. And it says, for I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you, not to harm you, and plans to give you hope and a future. So you made it to 60. I got 23 years to catch you.
Well, you've been chasing for a while, baby.
I will.
My new number's like 90, 95.
I understand. But I want to let you know that given all of the stuff you've done for me when I was growing up, giving me the chance to be a man, I got a lovely wife, just like you. I got 2 beautiful kids, just like you. How many kids you got? 3? 4? Okay. I got a lovely house. I got a 6-figure salary. I graduated from IU like you did. Got my CPA license. Worked for one of your frat brothers, Derek Burks, not the guy who was just up here with his twin brother. And I want to let you know I made it. And so I thank you for that.
My name is Anthony Floyd. Unlike his story, my road was a little different, a little rougher.
Can't hear you. Put the mic to
Can you hear me now? I'm nervous as hell.
What you do.
I actually have a piece of paper written down a whole bunch of say, but I'm not here to roast you. I love you, respect you too much to talk shit. So this is out of love, but like Bill said, we were sent to Detroit every summer, and me growing up in a single family household, mother raising me, that was my male figure to look up to. And
Take your time. Take your time. All right. So close. All right. That's my ass. Help him out, B. He good. He good. He got this. Come on, man.
there's a lot of experiences that I can go to, but I'm only gonna give you a couple. One was you showing me where to put my wallet. He comes to me, he's like, man, let you know, you put your wallet on the side, your dick. Whatever side your dick's on, that's where you put your wallet.
Oh, you didn't have to tell me that. You did not have to say that.
So,
It's true.
So, remember, I'm young. I'm like Thomas's age, if not younger. He's telling me this. And I'm like, what's that, my dick's on? I'm like, it's in the middle. So, he sees the look on my face. I guess he recognizes, he's like, I don't think he picking his side yet. So he, all right, this is what you do. You put your wallet on your right side. I'm like, all right, cool, I can do that. I grew up. I figured out what you was talking about. But by that time, I was putting my wallet on the right side. You just happened to follow to the right side. And other times, like, he bought me my first suit. He told me, it's like, hey, every man needs a suit. And I was like, all right. So he took me and bought me my first suit. I'm like, good. I grew up. I realized how important it was. I have a closet full of suits. Needed them because I was going to court and had to prepare for judges. So it was nice to be dressed in order to see this judge. And so I was like, hey, I got suits in here. I'm good. It's stuff like that. I look back, it's like Aunt Pam hit me and said, we're having a party for your uncle. In the last week, I realized I've been thinking about it all week. I couldn't sleep. And it hit me. It's like he played such a huge part. Like little things, what side the wallet, suits, Rottweilers. It's like I got 2 rocks at the house. Him. I collect model cars. He bought my first model car. It's just him being that male figure.
Yeah. Good evening.
Pam sent me a text. She said, are you gonna roast Terry? I said, no, I'm not gonna roast Terry because I thought about it. I'm like, there's too many stories that I can't tell. And I thought about it. And I said, yeah, that's one story I can't tell. And this might take me a little bit. So I met Terry when he first moved to Detroit. We played softball together. So we're practicing softball one day. He's a little late. First time I met him now. He pulls up in the parking lot in the white Benz with the red top. I'm like, who is this? Flashy, you know, he's flashy, right? So I'm like, okay, that's cool. So a couple years went by, Terry bought his first house on Cross Street, and he bought a dog, Sebastian. Sebastian was a big bear of a dog. Cool. When he came to the house, he wasn't jumping up and down, trying to play, going to get his favorite toy, talking about play with me. He wasn't humping your leg. You know, he was big enough to bend you over a piece of furniture and have his way with you. So, you know, he was real cool. But Sebastian, I thought about it. Sebastian's kind of an upper crust name. I thought about it. I'm like, TP go walking the dog, and he say, well, what's up? My name's Benno. This is my dog, Sebastian. And I thought about it. I'm like, that should be the other way around. Your name should be Sebastian. The dog's name should be Benno. All right, think about it now for a second. Anyway, Sebastian got sick. My brother lived next door to TP, Benno, Terry. And he got my brother to pile Sebastian into the car, and they drove to East Lansing. East Lansing is over an hour away. There's got to be 40, 50 veterinarians and veterinary hospitals in the Detroit metropolitan area. I don't know why he chose Michigan State.
Because they're the only place that could do a dog autopsy, and that motherfucker killed my dog.
All right.
That's why we went up there. My dog got killed at the vet, and I wasn't buying his story. So I went and had an autopsy. I'm that nigga. I'm that guy.
Anyway, my brother's telling me the story because I wasn't there, and on the ride back from East Lansing, Terry was upset. I heard he came to tears. He kind of crawled up into the fetal position in the car. I didn't know this is a roast. Okay. Anyway, they get back home, and Terry marries Pam. They move on Parkside. They get another dog, Boxer. I go by the house one night, walk in the gate, close it, go in the house, stay for a little bit, walk out. I think I closed the gate. Well, the next day, I'm talking to Terry, and he's in a blind rage. I'm like, dude, what's up? He said, the dog's out. You're like, you didn't close the gate, the dog's out. I mean, blind rage. I'm wiping spit off my face, but he's talking to me on the telephone. I'm like, it's like, dude, I was afraid. It's like, oh, this is gonna get physical. So it turns out the dog came back. And years go by, now he's got Parker. Now Parker used to run away all the time. And I used to come over and they'd be chasing Parker, and Parker would fuck with him, come to the house across the street, look at him, Ty go over to grab him, and he takes off down the street. And it's like, it was really kind of comical. And then and this is all about dogs, right? So he's upset about Sebastian, he's upset about the Boxer, and it got to the point, saying, where's Parker? He's gone. You're not going looking for him? He'll come back when he's hungry. The point is that he loves Sebastian, he was a real dog fan, but I think Parker has kind of worn him down. So that's my story.
Are you scared?
Hi everybody, my name is Carl Riddle. I'm one of Benno's Kappa brothers.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, I got a sayings out there. Don Moss, come here for a minute. Come here, Don.
Come on. Come on.
This is Benno Sands. We're Benno's first class. This is Big Brother TPM, Terrence P. Moore, top player with money. When you first met him, he told you his major was political science. I was like, damn. Benno had a stature that he could walk on the field, command any room. So, us, when you pledge, we're called neophytes. We're that first class. So we kind of get used to doing what they say. Well, we done went over now, and the brothers decide we want to get into this game called flag football at IU. And Benno tells us, I'm going to be the quarterback. Now, you know, everybody think flag football a little simple like football. We say, okay, we're going to go with Benno. Game goes to overtime. Benno calls a huddle. We say, hey, Benno, we got to go long. We got to get this ball. You know, we can outrun these guys. He said, okay, but I'm the quarterback. I got this. Okay. Hike the ball. Benno got it. Benno runs. Benno running from side to side instead of going this way. Finally, they snatched the flag. Benno never threw the ball. They say, game over. We say, what? Game over? They say, yeah. The ball's on y'all's side of the field. It should have been on the other side of the field. All you had to do was throw it, and we'd have won the game. You talking about 16 people mad at this guy right here?
I don't remember that shit that way.
Well, anyway, from my line, they want me to let you know that we are so glad that you learned how to play golf. Because you heard the story about basketball. Yeah. We got more stories. You talking about him hitting that rim? Yeah. How about falling over the line at half court? But we are so glad that you learned how to play golf, and we only hope that you score as well as in golf and do a lot better than you did as the quarterback of Kappa Alpha Psi, first and only football team. I've been knowing the guy for a long time. What we got, 30, 40 years?
We met in 76, so we got
a lot of stories.
Yeah.
But I can think of the one clean one. Now everybody knows.
One clean one.
Yeah, one clean one. Benno kind of, I can get the job done type guy. We was in Bloomington 1976, right? It was a snowfall. We snowed in. Me, Benno, my man, we stayed in 1700 Jackson.
1700 Jackson.
1700 Jackson.
Yep.
Vic and Henry. Vic here. Okay. So, I don't know what happened. Benno, we were snowed in, we couldn't get out, we didn't have nothing to eat. I think an hour later, the National Guard came. So Benno wanted to get it done type guy. He came on them big trucks. You know,
I called the National Guard.
There you go, one of the big trucks. And they thought it was emergency. They thought somebody got hurt, somebody was pregnant, whatever it was. So they came in like, okay, what's up, what's the problem? And Benno said, I'm hungry, I want something to eat. So out of nowhere, they took him to the store in this big truck, and of course all the stores didn't have no food. So he came back with $20 worth of potato chips and pop, and we didn't have nothing to eat.
And y'all talked about me like dogs.
So that's my clean story.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
All right. To KB, Cannon, Carl, Moss, Vic, I'm going to tell the real story.
All right.
To Teresa Lee, she's in the house. Tamika, Pam, his beautiful wife. It is a story to be told, but I can't tell it.
Oh my goodness.
Well, his dad, PM, was my first role model. Then it came Benno. Lord. Successful, graduated from college, went to IU, all the good success story. Then I'm his little brother. Ooh. Gotta take a drink on that. Well, he's a great guy, all-American guy, do all the stuff right. That's the kind of guy he is. But me, Moss, and Marcus, we really know. But I'm gonna just say this, get out of here. I love him, he's my role model. Happy 60th birthday.
Last up, we got Victor Chapman.
Look this way, look this way. This way.
I'm going up this way. All right, Ben.
You all know this face. But behind this face,
Tiger Woods.
Victor Chapman. And
you are not gonna say what I said to you the other day.
No, I've known Benno for over 50 years. And if anyone knows him, I do.
Okay.
You know, he never wants to lose at anything.
This is true.
And he still does it. He always has the gift of gab, can sell your own golf clubs to Tiger. without me knowing, for instance, you know, when we first met, he played baseball, or he played at baseball. While in high school, he played football, but got tossed around. Next year, he became a starter. Wrestling, he got demolished. That first year. The next year, he went undefeated. Disqualified for
Breaking the guy's nose.
breaking the guy's nose.
Wow.
We used to go to the park, Weiser Park, every day, and the older guys, some of you guys in here now, would chase us home. If they try to catch you, and if they did, they would beat you. Benno lived 3 blocks away. He always seemed to make it home. Most of the time, anyway. But within those 3 blocks, he had to hide behind bushes, you know, run here and there. He was that slow.
Y'all left me. Every man for himself.
What you say? But you know, we had a lot of time, good times down in the IU. You know, he would go out and gamble. Excuse me, man. Yeah, and would lose. You know, and you know he hated to lose. So he would come home, you know, to 563A Granite, and we'd play all night long. Next game he come home, he won everything. You know, I think he brought him to the table they were playing on, and more. You know. But, you know, he's always been a good friend of mine. You know, and the best buddy you could ever have. You know, I love you, Benno. You know, I'm glad you're my brother, and I'll always love you. Pam, thank you for inviting me.
We got one more to
Tamika, his daughter, is coming up.
Hey, Marcus. Marcus, it's hard to roast the big dog.
Hard to roast the big dog, but I'm a big dog too.
Oh!
All right. I'm just gonna let y'all know right now, let me put the disclaimer out here. I'm gonna roast, and then I'm gonna cry, and then I'm gonna roast, okay? Maybe not in that order, but I'm gonna do it. So, this is Terrence Moore, Terrence Percival Moore.
Personal.
Percival. Named after his daddy, Percival. And Papa did not like his name, Percival. So he went by TP, the same way Papa went by PM. Right? Right. Here's the thing. He's been my father for 42 years. I'm 42, I'll be 43 in May. He's been the most awesome father that any woman, any girl, any little girl can ever imagine or want. He never lived in Indiana when I was born, maybe a couple years. He moved to Detroit, but he never missed any of my plays, any of my school plays, any of my basketball games. I sucked at it, by the way.
So did he.
Wait. So I heard. He was good at wrestling, but that was about it. But he was awesome at hustling. And at the end of the day, I'm awesome at hustling too.
All right.
At the end of the day, my daddy. Here's the thing. There are a lot of women who grow up wishing that they had a father like my father. He's not perfect, neither am I. He's flawed, so am I. But he always told me that no matter what, I am the big dog in the house.
That part. Big dog in the house.
Big dog in the house. At the end of the day. So any arena I stepped in, whether it was middle school, elementary school, high school, college at IU, because he suckered me into going to IU, because I wanted to go to a HBCU. He said, I wanted to go there, sir. He told me, no, why don't you just go to IU? I went to IU. He said, just go there for the summer, let me know how it works. Dad, I loved the summer at IU. I said, Dad, I love it. He said, I knew you would. So I wanted to pledge Kappa. How many Kappas do we have in the house? How many Kappas do we have in the house? Okay, well guess what? I tried to pledge Kappa and they said, you don't have a third leg. Indeed, I did not have a third leg. They told me, go the next best thing. Because I couldn't go AKA, because I pissed them off in the bathroom. So I went SG Row. And I love SG Row. And I love Indiana University because I remember growing up in the Kappa house when I was 2 years old. I remember that. I remember walking in the Kappa house like, man, I have been here before. And I called my dad like, Dad, have you ever had me in the Kappa house? He said, yeah, you kind of grew up there, boo. I said, wow.
Greg Stevens got you your first whooping.
Yeah. My dad has never whooped me. He only whooped me because he burnt my ear. Do you guys want to see it? With a cigarette. I have a singe in my ear and that's it. Outside of that, I had the best times at IU as a toddler, as an infant, and also as a grown woman. I graduated from there with a degree in political science, just like my father. I didn't use it. Just like my father. But at the end of the day, he told me when I went, going to college only means following directions. I followed those directions. He did too. He became a hustler and so did I. He was a hustler in the streets and in the corporate world. So was I. So at the end of the day, I am my father's child. However, there are certain things, like I said, that every woman would love to have that experience with their father. I grew up with my dad. He was 17 when I was born. Pam, where you at, girl? There she go. I was 2 when she started taking care of me. So she been in my life for 40 years. Amen. And I love her to death because she's always taking care of me. Even when I was 2 years old. Please give my stepmama, and I don't even call her stepmama, I call her mama. Because she's always been in my life. Even when my daddy didn't know she was in my life, I was calling her, asking her for advice. And then all the other things I asked my father for advice. But here's the thing, I have 3 little girls. They're not little, I'm sorry. 3 girls now. They are 19, 15, and 14. And he constantly lets them know, big dog in the house. Don't settle for less. Don't be a dinosaur. Love God, love your family. And anything else after that is what it is, period. But Dad, I gotta roast you for 2 seconds. With your fake gold chain on right now. I'm just saying, Dad, you were so mad. No, put it back on. Put it back on. Put it back on.
I don't wear shit like this.
I know you don't. But at the end of the day, you still act like it sometimes. So let's be clear. Dad, I'm 42 and you're 60. I want you to stop blowing boogers out your nose without tissue. I want you to stop doing it, okay?
I don't accept them anymore.
I don't care what you got. Don't blow boogers out your nose to the side, to the front, back, side, left and right. Don't do it. Because when you do it, it's like a line dance. Don't do it, okay? The other thing I want you to stop doing, Dad, and I know you're not gonna do it because I've seen you do it like 10 times tonight. Can you please stop grabbing your balls all the time? All the time. Dad, you don't have to check to see if it's still there, because I came out of there. So stop it, please. You don't need to do that every time you take a smoke and every time you take a drink. Don't grab your balls no more. Please. Please.
I'll work on that.
He's not going to work on it. But
I've been doing this since I was 11. I'm going to work on this one.
You've been doing it since I was old enough to realize. Okay? Okay?
Get it to him.
He's shifting his wallet.
Oh, it's in his wallet.
Dad. Dad.
Y'all need to stop hanging her off.
Dad, they don't have to, because those are all my uncles. How many of uncles that I got in the crowd? Uncle Donald, Uncle Greg, Uncle Kenny, Uncle Henry, Uncle DJ. I got so many damn uncles, I can't count no more. At the end of the day, I can't count no more. You don't owe her nothing. No, you don't. 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 You don't owe me, Dad. You know what? You don't owe me because I owe you everything. I am the big dog that I am. I am the hustler that I am. I am the businesswoman that I am. I am the mother that I am. You know why? Because it's so many women that don't have a father like you, but I do. And I can raise my daughters the right way, and I can make money the right way. And you have always said, I'ma always be real with you. You've been real with me since I was 9 years old. That's my earliest recollection. And I used to ball my fist up like this. And you knew that when I did that something was wrong and I was mad at you. But you always paid attention to it. It's hard for me to find a husband because I'm looking for a husband like my father. Minus the drug dealing.
One without.
Nope. This is a roast.
Alleged.
This is a roast. I'm just saying. He never went to jail because he always had the bread to keep him out. Take note for any drug dealers in their audience. But hey, let's be clear.
They got a show called Power now.
Snap, crackle, pop. I am your girl. At the end of the day. That's why most people can't handle me. Because I am my father's child. And I would not, if I had to pick another daddy 10 times fold, I would never choose anyone else other than Terrence Moore. Did y'all know that his name was gonna be Benno Pablo? Granny, was you really gonna name your child Benno Pablo? Yeah! And my daddy told me if my name was gonna be Benno Pablo, your name was gonna be Miko Pablo. I don't wanna be Miko Pablo, but you know, in the end, stop it, Miko. But at the end of the day, but at the end of the day, my mama named me Tamika after Terrence, and I'm so glad because he kind of told me any kids that I had, their names had to be T too. So my kids is Taylor, Talana, Tanai. Somehow we gotta break the mold. We got to. But if we don't, guess what? We will follow with the tradition. We will never be dinosaurs. We will always treat everybody as we will want to be treated, because those are our family rules. And at the end of the day, you looking at a woman who was built by a real man. That's all that I care about. And I'm going to end this roast on that.
Oh, that's a nice shot. Nice. That's a nice shot.
I do make these motherfuckers look good, though.
Hey, happy birthday celebration. All right, brother-in-law, going out. Happy birthday, brother-in-law. Yes, I'm with the two best brother-in-laws in the whole wide world. I couldn't be more happy. We're getting ready to go on a trip. The three of us. The dos amigos. I like that. I like that. All three of us are going. I like that. That's Nobody's going to know where we're going. That's right. All right. And what happens, wherever we're going to go, stays wherever we go. I'm more than good with that. Yes.
We was right across the street from you.
You was?
Yeah.
Did you give me a spanking? Did you beat me?
I whipped that ass. Oh, you ain't got that on yet?
No.
I sure did. Yeah, me and Mom and Dad, we had fun.
Those were the days. Those were the days.
Oh, the good days, right.
The good days.
Yeah. 30, 33, 21.
Benno.
All right. Congratulations, Benno. Milestone in life. Good luck. Many more to come.
What up, Duke? For some reason, man, I thought you was much older than me. But we're only a couple of months apart. You're looking good. 60 more to go, Doc. Keep it rolling.
What you doing? Oh, you video baby.
What's my favorite word?
You know what?
A whole new pair. You can't get one in.
That's silly. I think this was yours too. No, I finished mine. Remember my son put that cherry in mine.
Happy birthday, we party hardy with the party people of PPI, that's Party People Incorporated of Q-Sci-Fi. So sky, shake your hips and move your thighs, and wiggle with Q-Sci-Fi.
You know, I want to let you know I ain't scared of you no more. I ain't scared of you no more. I want you to tell you, I ain't scared of you no more. And Belinda's right here too, we ain't scared of you no more.
Thank you so much for coming, and everybody have a safe travel home. And, oh, by the way, thank you, Pam. And thank you, Tamika, Ty, because they was holding the line on this. And all of my family and friends. None of y'all broke, but I did figure some shit out. I thought I was having a bunch of senior moments, but I did figure this was out. This was over what I believed it would. You know, I didn't see it totally coming, but I kind of saw it.
No, you didn't. You left your chain back here.
That goes to the next man that turns 60. I ain't gonna keep it and give it to him. And to all my family, friends, thank you so much and much love. And you know when I say that, I mean that. And my baby granddaughters and all that shit, you guys were, y'all held the line. Where's tonight? She always feels shit. But she held the line. She did hold the line. And Talana, great driving to get me here, my girl. Taylor, I'm glad you showed up and wasn't asking for money. So, anyway.
Trust and believe I had to give her $6 for your gift before you got here. I had to give her $6. But wait, to all the Moores, please raise your hand. Everybody whose last name is Moore, we need to say something.
Big dog in the house!
Big dog in the house! Tell her I hear you say it. You ain't even say it. Come on now. Did you what? What?
Big dog in the house!
Come on. And just so y'all know, that is what I make all the kids the first time they come into the house, and every year since.
Daddy,
yeah.
You gotta thank my servers, my day ones, my dog. The ones that you got videos with.
Thank Tamika's dogs. Yeah, y'all were outstanding, and y'all know that was pretty cool. I didn't have to go wait for a plate, or I got all my drinks brought to me. And my sister-in-laws, both of them, they were beasts, the way they normally are, like my wife. They control and do everything.
And Andrea were beasts. Give them a round of applause.
Give them a round of applause. I give them a round of applause every time I deal with them. So, you know. Anyway, thanks everybody so much for coming out and blessing me on my 60th. You have no idea how much this means to me.